You are being manipulated right now, and you don't even know it. Here are 5 invisible traps predators set for you every single day. We are often conditioned to look out for the massive, explosive red flags. We look for the screaming, the obvious lies, and the undeniable betrayals. But highly intelligent, toxic predators do not usually operate with explosions. They operate with surgical precision. They use micro-manipulations, tiny, almost invisible cuts that slowly drain your reality, your confidence, and your sanity over months and years. By the time you realize you are bleeding out, they have already convinced you that you are holding the knife. Today, we expose their invisible playbook. Micro-manipulation. Number 1. The plausible deniability. Insult, also known as Schrödinger's douchebag. This is when a toxic person delivers a brutal, highly calculated insult about your weight, your intelligence, or your career, but wraps it in a thin layer of sarcasm. If you stay quiet and absorb the pain, they successfully damaged your self-esteem. But if you react, if you show that you are hurt, they immediately pull the ripcord. They say, "Wow, you are so sensitive. I was obviously just joking. Can't you take a joke?" They make you feel crazy for having a normal human reaction to disrespect. The counter move? Do not get angry. Simply stare at them with cold, dead eyes and calmly say, "Explain the joke to me. I don't get why that's funny." Watch them panic as they are forced to dissect their own cruelty in the silence. Micro-manipulation. Number 2. Weaponized incompetence. This is a favorite tactic of lazy, parasitic individuals in relationships and workplaces. They deliberately do a task so poorly, so completely wrong, that you get frustrated and simply do it yourself. They will say, "You are just so much better at this than I am," or "I didn't want to mess it up, so I waited for you." It sounds like a compliment, but it is a highly effective manipulation tactic to offload their responsibilities onto your shoulders. They are farming your competence. The counter move? Let them fail. Let the task remain undone. Say, "I know it's difficult, but I trust you will figure it out." Do not rescue them from their own calculated laziness. Micro-manipulation number 3. Reactive abuse. This is perhaps the darkest and most damaging tactic. A manipulator will quietly, relentlessly poke you, disrespect you, and cross your boundaries behind closed doors. They will slowly tighten the screws until you finally lose your mind and snap. The exact moment you raise your voice, the exact moment you show anger, they pull out their phone to record you, or they act terrified in front of others. Suddenly, they are the victim, and you are the unstable, crazy abuser. They push you into the mud, and then point out how dirty you are. The countermove is absolute emotional regulation. Never give them the explosion they are trying to engineer. Remain a block of ice. Micro-manipulation. Number 4. The premature forgiveness demand. When a toxic person actually gets caught doing something terrible, they will offer a shallow, meaningless apology. But here is the trap. They expect your immediate, total forgiveness, the very second they say, "Sorry." If you are still hurt the next day, they become angry at you. They say, "I already apologized. Why are you still holding on to the past? You are so vindictive." They are using their fake apology as a weapon to rush your healing process and absolve themselves of guilt. They make their betrayal your problem. The counter move? Tell them calmly, "I heard your apology, but trust takes time to rebuild. Your timeline for my healing does not dictate reality." Micro-manipulation. Number 5. The shifting goalposts. You can never win with a narcissist because the rules of the game change the moment you are about to score. If you finally achieve what they asked of you, they will immediately point out something else you failed to do. You get the promotion, but they ask why you didn't get a bigger bonus. You clean the entire house, but they complain about a single dish in the sink. This is designed to keep you in a perpetual state of anxiety, always striving for an approval that does not exist. The counter move? Stop playing the game entirely. Stop seeking their validation. Validate yourself in the dark. Once you see the matrix of these micro-manipulations, you can never unsee it. These invisible traps only work when you are asleep at the wheel, operating on pure emotion and a desperate desire to be a good person. Toxic people rely on your goodness. They rely on your patience. It is time to become highly impatient with disrespect. Guard your mind. Recognize the subtle cuts. And remember, the quietest person in the room is the only one who sees exactly who is holding the knife.